What's going on, guys? Welcome to Arsenal Fan TV, and I'm not really too sure where to start with this one. What an interesting game that was, especially for the neutral fans. Manchester City 6, Arsenal 3. Going into this one, for Man City to put 6 goals past Arsenal, that really surprises me. We've had one of the best defensive records in the league at the moment. We were absolutely taught a lesson today. The team that started for Arsenal was, we did see significant rotation. We saw Cazorla rested, Arteta rested, Gibbs rested, Monreal coming in. And, you know, those were sensible change. I think Flamini for Arteta was a good move to make. He's been off the pace recently. Same with Walcott for Cazorla. Again, another sensible move. But apart from that, the team was very similar to what it has been recently. And we didn't start the game particularly awfully, but it was City that were definitely the team opposing the threat, piling on the pressure from those opening minutes. And, you know, I honestly thought they were going to get a goal quite early on. We managed to hold them off a good long time, really. And we did have spells where we could have got a goal. We didn't really take our chances. And we were punished from a corner. It was a great world-class goal by a world-class player. Sergio Aguero, a rocket of a shot going past Wojciech Szczesny. And to be honest, City did deserve that goal because they'd been playing really well up until that point. And they'd put in a really good performance, so I can't really fault the goal. It was an absolutely sublime goal. To be fair, we did respond really well. We didn't allow City to get back in our half. We didn't, you know, fall behind anymore. And you know what? We grabbed a goal back not a couple of minutes later, but about 10-15 minutes later, through Theo Walcott. It was great work by Mesut Ozil for me, who had been having a really quiet game up until that point. And to another guy who I thought had been absolutely quiet for that game, Theo Walcott. Not too sure what the goal he was doing. A lot of people thought it took a deflection of Demichelis. It certainly didn't. It went straight past his head. Pantilimon rooted to the spot, and we were back in the game at 1-0, and it looked like we actually could have gone on and gone 2-1 up before half time. That would have been great. I was expecting a point from this game, and to get all 3 would have been absolutely magnificent. And it looked like we had the belief to do it from there on in. But what goes and happens? We go and concede again through Negredo. It was, you know, it kind of cancelled out that Walcott goal completely, because it was only a couple minutes later, about 10 minutes later in fact, and it was, you know, I don't think we deserved that, to be honest. But I don't like to blame players for when we concede goals. But it was Monreal. His positioning was absolutely dreadful. To give Zabaleta that much space, and then Wilshere had to do the dirty work and try and like bail him out really. Where even was Monreal? He was in like the centre of midfield or something. It's what's he doing out there? And I think we massively missed Gibbs today, because you wouldn't be getting those kind of mistakes. And it gave them time and time on the ball to get that decent cross in by Zabaleta. It was a great touch by him, by the way. A great assist and a pretty simple finish from Negredo. And, you know, we kind of then deserved to go a goal behind because of that mistake by Monreal. And it was, it's just not good enough, really. And we went into half-time, 2-1 down. We kind of didn't deserve to be behind. But if we're going to, you know, make mistakes, then, you know, prepare to concede. I mean, the number of times we gave the ball away in that first half. Wilshere giving it away, Flamini giving it away. It is disgraceful how you can give the ball away that easily. And yeah, we have played Napoli in midweek. Yeah, we've had a really tough game out there, but we can't use fatigue as an excuse. These players are on thousands of pounds a week to play a 90-minute match. It's not too much to ask, really. They should be putting in their best performance every minute of every game, and I did not see that from any Arsenal player today, apart from maybe the exception of Mertesacker or Ramsey, because those players were absolutely busting their gut for the team today. But the second half was absolutely shambolic from my point of view. Man City, you know, we came out probably, I think, the better team, but it's silly mistakes that cost us in this one. And, you know, if you fail to prepare, then prepare to fail with this one. Absolutely awful from Mesut Ozil, just wasteful pass. So okay, some people might blame Flamini for not getting rid of it, but then again, it was an absolutely poor pass straight to Fernandinho. He got an assist earlier in the game, gave Man City one just then, and it was a beautiful finish by Fernandinho. Can't like credit him enough for that, really, because it was a really sweet finish. He'd had a brilliant performance up to that point, and he did deserve the goal. And it's sloppy from a player that has cost us £42.5 million, and I don't think he really did anything for the rest of that second half, Ozil. He was incredibly quiet, and then you see him get frustrated. But then again, you know, if you want to be on the winning team, you've got to play your part, Mesut, and it's not good enough from him, and I still don't think he's shown £42.5 million. I'm probably going to get criticised for saying this, but I just don't think he's been good enough yet. He needs to be doing more. If yeah, he got an assist today, but his performance didn't reflect that on the pitch, and he's got to be getting involved so much more. And it annoys me when you see City players like Toure, Silva, Nasri getting so involved and wanting to win it so much for their team, and you can't use like fatigue as an excuse for them, because they've gone away to Bayern Munich and they put 3 goals past them. So, you know, it's I'm massively frustrated today. But I'm not even finished yet. I mean, there was more to go in that second half. We pulled it back to 3-2. Great work by Ramsey, chipping the ball over to Walcott. Arguably the goalkeeper should have done better, but it was a great finish by Walcott. I'm glad to see he had a decent game today, despite periods where he was fairly quiet. But I'm glad he's played well, because it's going to give him something to go on when we play Chelsea next week. And it was a great finish, and it got us back in the game. But again, shortly after, we conceded through David Silva, and it was again that left-hand side of Monreal. Where was he? Again, giving the ball straight to him, and they just got another goal through David Silva. And it didn't help us that we had Koscielny go off injured, and I really hope he's going to be, you know, he's going to get a bit better, because Koscielny, I think, had been playing really well for the majority of the game, and he to lose him is going to be a massive blow to us, because Vermaelen for me wasn't up to scratch. I think he actually cost us for one of the goals, in all honesty. And he didn't put in a particularly good performance. I think we massively need Koscielny back. It's he might have taken a laceration to his knee. I'm hoping it's that. I'm hoping he'll be back for that Chelsea game. But then again, we were 4-2 down, and it kind of did look like game over from there. And then it went 5-2 down, and it was getting, you know, a bit embarrassing at that point. It just wasn't good enough from Arsenal today. Too many good players that have been kept quiet, and we can't use the excuse that we've got injured players out now, because yeah, we've got Podolski and Chamberlain still to come back, but we just weren't up to scratch today. We got a consolation goal through Mertesacker, but then we conceded again for a penalty, which was just sloppy. You know, it's just not good from Arsenal. And then Giroud today, another player that I thought was wasteful. There was a time when he got through on goal and just scuffed the ball to the right hand side. Another time where he got so much time on the ball and he just put it over the bar from a header. And I'm struggling to think what Giroud does apart from give us that aerial mobility. It's he does hold the ball up really well, but I've got to be seeing more of him. He hasn't scored in about 5 games now. He's got to improve. Same goes for Ozil. And it's I'm just not. I can't put into words quite how frustrated I am today. If it would have been 1-0 or 2-0, you know, it's not so bad. We've gone to a place where other teams have crumbled, and City do have the best home record in the league this season. But to concede 6 goals when we've probably got the best defence in the league is kind of really worrying. I mean, if we don't get anything against Chelsea, that's going to be really frustrating, really worrying, because we could go into Christmas not on top, and that's something I think we need to do if we're going to be title contenders. But again, another thing I just want to quickly pick up on, it's not a big thing, a lot of people probably won't have picked up on this, but Mesut Ozil not going to applaud the fans, Mertesacker really laying into him, and I want Mertesacker to have the armband. It's things like this that show that he's a captain, a leader, marshalling his players to go and applaud the away fans. I think it's a bit classless from Mesut, really. I know he wants to go down the tunnel, it's not a great day for him, but you know, spare 10 or 20 seconds of your time just to applaud the fans who have travelled so far, paid good money to see you. You're going to be getting a massive paycheck at the end of the week, so just at least give a little bit of time to applaud them. And it's just, you know, credit to our fans for going up there, putting in an excellent shift and singing throughout the whole way for that game. It's credit to them, really, but it's really not a good day for Arsenal fans today. But we are still top, let's look at it that way. But we've got to start thinking, how long is that going to last? We've got Chelsea next Monday, and for me that is a must win now. We can put things right by beating Chelsea. That's going to be incredibly difficult. I know they've got Crystal Palace, they're actually playing them right now. I'm not too sure what the score is, but if they win that, they're going to be 2 points close to us, and if we lose to them, then we're going to fall behind, and we could end up like 4th or something after Christmas, and that's really not how we want to, you know, end this festive period. But yeah, those would be my thoughts on the game. Probably a bit negative, but I don't think there were a lot of positives to take from today, apart from maybe the exception of Walcott having an absolutely brilliant game. If you have enjoyed the video, it would be great to click the like button, subscribe for more videos, and as always, thanks for watching, guys.